the 1234 variety show, comedy show. Couple of small bits, maybe two right now. I did two earlier and then two before. It was just a quick letting you know what's coming up soon when I'm going to do the whole show. So here's another couple that I have. And let me get this mic set up straight. There. So then I was walking downtown, and there's all kinds of crazy people wandering around town, all kinds of different people shopping, and there's usually some riffraff down there too, So there's some guys who are maybe sitting around panhandling, and some people are maybe busking and playing music. You're walking along. Some people look pretty rough, sitting on the street or even sleeping down on the street. But there's just one guy. He's he's not super old, not young, but looks like he's been through enough. And he has a little thing. He has a little sign. Give me some food or whatever the heck it says. Give me some money. Promise I won't do drugs or anything with it. That sort of thing that they'd say. Even though they do go do drugs with it. So if you're going along, you see the guy. If you maybe make eye contact, people don't want to make eye contact with the guy. So I happened to look at him one time. I was walking by. I said, "Hey, how you doing, fellow?" And he says, "I am addicted to drugs. I have a lot of mental health issues." And he's holding on to this little carton. I think it was for food. I mean, for money. And I said, "Oh, I'm sure you are, mate." The other day, I wear these things here because sometimes the noises get to me so bad. I hear things are very loud sometimes, lawnmowers and all that sort of stuff, and people hammering, and loud mufflers are probably the biggest problem. Very loud mufflers out there, altered mufflers, not even ones that are just broken and people can't afford to fix them. So things got so bad, all these things I was hallucinating about them, all the sounds, because they're so intense. Even at night, I was like, oh, am I hearing all these sounds? So it ended up being that every time I turned around, there's a voice making a sound. I keep hearing voices, so auditory hallucinations, I suppose. So I went to see the doctor, and he says, he looks and says, well, this is kind of a rare thing. I'm going to have to refer you to a psychiatrist. And so he took me through, and he pointed to go down the hall down there and then take a right. So I went down the hall, and in the hall started having all these weird sounds and everything. And why the hell is he sending me down the hall, when he knows that I have problems with hallucinating hearing. And then I turn the corner, and there's no door there, like he said. I walk in, and things kind of get down in a little bit lower. I can still hear these weird sounds. And I finally got to this little thing, a little kind of a door that you probably have to open it up and get under, but I knocked on it. And this little guy came out, and he says, come on in. What are you? Are you the psychiatrist? Just get in here. And so I got in. I thought it was some kind of goddamn leprechaun. And so I went inside the door, and then he's got this whole array of computers and maps of the world, maps of our galaxy and solar system with little pins on each places not on the Earth. I said, what the fuck kind of place is this? And he says, well, this is where we monitor people just like you. And so he says, look, I'm going to show you where you are on this map. They're right there. Well, I'll be damned, I sure am. And then he says, you, just like a lot of people, we implant these sounds into them so that they'll hear it, and then we monitor their reaction, and so you're one of these people. And says, well, what the hell? This is nonsense. This is total nonsense. What the fuck kind of place is this? And what you're telling me, and all this stuff, I can't believe my ears. So one time I was walking down the street again, and then I saw there was a man with a little dog, and then he stopped and hold the dog. The people go by, and he says, "No, he doesn't bite. He doesn't bite." And then and he was on a leash. The dog was on a leash, and then a guy with another dog was across the street, and he was holding on to a dog by a leash, and then these two guys, they saw each other from across the street, and they waved at each other. Hey, mate. And it was the reason why they were waving was because they found a camaraderie. And in a rare group, it's rare to spot somebody else like you. They both had dogs on leashes. Very rare sight to see. And then there was a lady pushing a stroller. She looked like a young mom, but she also looked like she was 40 years old because of her face. And it looked all wrinkly. But I think some other things gave it away that she was a little younger than that. It just looks like, probably because of the drugs and the babies. And so then the babies can make people look older. Then the baby was not on a leash. And I don't think they were supposed to be on a leash. But some of them were not in a baby cart, or whatever the hell those things are called. They're called baby wagons. No, baby pram. A pram, I think, is what they're called. A pram. And but I'm not sure if pram is a word that Americans use. I don't think they say pram. I think it's specifically for babies, but it's in maybe it's only in England. I don't know. But anyway, she was pushing her through along, smoking cigarettes, and then there was another lady that was walking the other way, and she gave her a hard time about smoking cigarettes around the kid. And then I happened to be walking by it up kind of close to that, and then I said, hey, what's all the fuss about here? Going along smoking around a baby, and you are giving her a hard time about smoking around a baby. Then, is anybody giving you a hard time today? And she said, nope, nobody's giving me a hard time today. And I said, well, why not? And she was like, what do you mean, why not? We're supposed to give people a hard time? I said, well, I think that this young, old-looking mom here is going to kick your ass. And sure enough, that's what happened. She gave the baby in the pram to another person, but still kept her cigarette, and then proceeded to beat the hell out of this lady who complained that she was smoking cigarettes around her kid. But that's just the way things go. That's the way things are in the world. Everything's loud, and people are smoking around their kids, and doing drugs around their kids, and making tremendously loud mufflers for no reason. So that's why I have to wear these things. Plus, also to wear these things so I can't hear the hecklers very well. And then I just have these on for that purpose. I don't have my raincoat on today, but I imagine if things get bad in the show, I want to put that on. Throwing drinks and all sorts of things on. The raincoat helps. But I guess that's it for now. It's the 1234 variety show, and it's going to be my comedy show, and there might be some people playing music at the beginning, maybe at the end. So that's just a couple. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Remember to tune in to the 1234 variety show channel, because it's these little ones I think are going primarily on to the other channel that I have, where I just dump all kinds of stuff on that one. But eventually the live show, when it goes live, it'll be on 1234 variety show channel.